Now 21! Packed with 36 of the biggest hits around from Simply Red, Crowded House and Genesis. The number ones from Wet 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 and Queen. Shanice, Madness and Right Said Fred. Mr. Big, Curtis Stigers and the number one smash from Shakespeare's Sister. 36 incredible top chart hits. Now 21. That's what I call music.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, 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 no. That's what I call a live stream. No, 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 no. That's what I call a live stream. And finally, I'm here. Sorry about the last 2 weeks. Yes, Sharon's going to be as well. Way. Time out. This is the reason I haven't been here for the last fortnight. It's still hanging on for dear life, and I kind of shake it off. But welcome. Yes, finally. Now 21. 1992. April 1992. But yes, welcome everyone. Welcome, Sharon.
Sharon in the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, she's at the bottom of the bucket tonight.
Yeah, technical issues. I've got a new PC and I haven't sort of set up the fine bits of my headset and stuff, so I'm on a pair of earphones. So
there you go. So
deal with it, yeah.
Yes. Just we're plowing on. So between my coughing and Sharon being in the bottom of the bucket, everything is perfect. Yes.
Yeah,
but
usual
we are here. Yeah.
Extreme standard of production, as always.
Exactly. It wouldn't be now. That's what we call a live stream if we didn't have professional standard of broadcasting.
Yeah. And yes, I am technically challenged. Thank you, Susan. We know this.
Just let's have a look at the comments. He was in. So first person in was Stall from last week, which I must apologise. First off, it wasn't until I was watching Nick and Andrea's live stream back, and I seen at the end, and Stall said, "Oh, come and join us over on this channel," and then people going, "Oh yes, Neil's live at 9:30," and I was thinking, "No, I wasn't." Oops. And then people were talking in the chat, and there were supposedly people waiting. So I do apologize if you were waiting last week. Good things come to those who wait. Hopefully you're back this week. So I must apologise for that. So yes, but first in tonight, welcome along, Sean. Again, yes. Nia, welcome along. And
hello, guys.
It's technically take 3, never mind take 2. And Simon saying, yay, finally for now 21 to start. There is some tunes on this part because me and you've just been talking about that. Yes. Hello, Susan. Welcome along. And scrolling down to see if anyone else has come in.
Susan's an abandoner.
I might not be agreeing on the fabulousness of this album, though. Ooh. And he's looking, well, Simon's looking forward to it. We can hear you, Shaz. That's all that matters. See, Simon's not bothered. You're at the bottom of a barrel. There you go.
I am actually in the bottom of the barrel.
Welcome along, Uncle Albert. Welcome. Where the other two represent? Unfortunately, Lainey couldn't be on tonight. There's no Lainey tonight, unfortunately. And Susan is stepping out. She was only meant to be doing now 19. Then she was forced into now 20.
Susan's just an abandoner.
Yes, abandon it.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what I need to do in the background. Just talk amongst yourselves. I haven't gotten the slides ready.
Oh
Right.
no. It's a
Oh, there.
surprise.
There you go.
How
There you.
many have you lost this week?
How many what? Subscribers?
No, how many slides have you lost? Did you get that?
No. I've. To be honest, I think because over the weeks, I've got there is 65 in total tonight, so there is quite 66 actually. So there's quite a
Wow.
few to get through. So we'd best get on to it. Let's present. Make sure I tick that box. Window. No,
Audio.
entire screen. That. Share audio. Share. So you should see it now. And here we are. Right, so as we've said, now 21. 13th of April 92 when this was out. So it was around the time I was in top year juniors, about to go into secondary school.
Oh my goodness. Such a little
But a lot of
baby.
yes, yeah, we're just a little cute. But quite a few of these songs remind us of the time when we were, because probably April time. I would have been going
Chat
on
on the screen.
Oh, there's chat on the screen. Sorry. Right, 2 seconds. Thanks for that. Back to here. And back. Thank you, Will. Thank you. Was it Will? No, it wasn't. It was Simon. Thank you, Simon. Thanks very much. But yeah, a few of these songs remind us of being on, like, people call it residential or outward bound weekends, where you would go with your school and you would all go away and you do like rock climbing, canoe. I liked, well, it wasn't the best weekend for us when I done it last year, because went canoeing, nearly drowned. Went rock climbing, I got stuck up the cliff because I got halfway up and I was like, I don't like it. And they're like, could you just come down? I can't. I just wouldn't leave go of the cliff.
Oh no, were you that kid?
And even the mild form of just, we're just going orienteering, starting to go through a forest, and just, I had to get taken back because that's when I realised I had hay fever and I'd been rubbing my eyes and one of my eyes had closed because I'd rubbed it that much. So even orienteering, the mild form of basically walking around woods, ended up getting me taken back to the place.
Yeah,
because
that sounds like
I was
that sounds
kid,
like oversight anyway. Who needs to do that?
Pathetic, yes. But yes. So you would have just had your oldest child?
So my son was born the previous year, so yeah, just my life with kids and house and just doing my thing.
Simon saying, just a week to remind, I was 6 when this come out, so I started
good Lord.
slightly. Yeah, just as well like Bob the Builder or something wasn't on, because that would have been like your around this time.
Bob the Builder, stuff like that.
Yeah. He used to work in London pubs around this time, so he used to play a lot of these on the jukeboxes. So, did you play our first track, which is Bohemian Rhapsody?
Did you not miss? Can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
Because when I was looking at this, I found a little fact, and I thought you might have done it because I've done it before, as I said. So the advert for this album was the first one to feature Mark Goodyear's voice.
Oh, right.
So that was my little nugget I found.
I didn't even realise, because I know on, is it 3, 4, and 5, I think it's Brian Glover, and the first one's Tracy Ullman. But I didn't realise this was the first, because I think he still does it now as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Even after, you don't really see them on telly, you see them possibly on YouTube. I don't think I've even seen them on YouTube. I can't remember the last time I seen a Now advert.
Do you think he signed like a 100-year contract and he just did it all in one day, just like, this is now, just like, that's it, I've done my work, I'm off.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, you go, just say 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Now say now, that's what I call music. And they've just got now to call music. Just get the one file, put the 35, 36. Jake Channel, hi NEM. What is the worst now? That's what I call music album up to this point, and why? Oh,
I think, well, I'd have to go back and look at my notes, but there was one, Susan probably know, where we all like, it was unanimously all shite. There's been a few. Hang on, I'd have to look back at in my notes.
Yeah, because there was one where we were struggling really badly, and it was just like it was a chore. You were watching it and you were going, "My God!"
So bad.
But sometimes the worst ones make the best videos because the songs are terrible, so you've got something to moan about. The videos, especially from like the 80s, some of the videos they're really bad. There's no choreography, no like props or anything, so there's quite bad things like that. Oh. I'm just thinking, was it somewhere around here? I think it was possibly, was it Now 17 where I struggled?
It could well have been. I think it wasn't too long, yeah.
Yeah, I think Now 17, I took about a year off and I think I just couldn't get back into it because it was that bad of it. I think it was the second half of the album, but sometimes it's just the songs. Sometimes they pick some dreadful songs.
Yeah, I think it's really hit and miss, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know. Like, again, this starts off really strongly. This side, and then
there's some really good songs.
Yeah,
which personally I like, but like Jake, everyone's different. Some people, what I like, I mean, I kind of stand Morrissey and the Smiths, yet we've had people on love them. The perfect example was U2 the other week. It was nearly best and worst song.
Oh God, yeah.
Because U2 The Fly, some people loved it, other people
and it was in love, you hated it. Yeah,
didn't rate it. Just looking down, what a song this is. Yeah, this is a brilliant song, a really good song. Welcome along, Makamula. Welcome back. I am finally back. Have you seen the crowd at the Green Day concert singing this while waiting for the band to come on? It's on YouTube. I'll have to check that out, Will. Sorry, not keen on this one. It's such a mishmash of styles and overplayed. I love Freddie. Straight away, when she said it's overplayed, I think it's a brilliant song, but it's a song what probably everyone has grew up with.
Yeah,
everything has always been there, and even now it's played loads. Everyone, and I can agree with that. It is a really good song, but I'm a bit on it.
Yeah, it's definitely not my favorite Queen song for the start off.
Yeah,
you know, I think like again, it's one of those things you're born knowing the words to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like my oldest daughter, she knows all the words to it, and it's possibly because it's been on that many different things where she's seen it. I love this track when there's a group of people singing it. Like Will said, it's amazing. It's possibly. It used to be like Wonderwall. I can remember being in a
Don't mention them words. Don't mention that song. No. Yeah, no, I'm not in the covers. I'm in the bottom of a barrel.
No, I can remember Wonderwall being sung in a queue and loads of people join in. I don't really like that song. I don't really like
that. Yeah, it doesn't sound like fine.
Makamula's wondering if you're in a cupboard.
No, I'm not. I'm in the bottom of a barrel.
I would agree with Sharon. Not my favourite, but up there. Don't Stop Me Now is my favourite. Karaoke favourite. This nearly never happened. They told Freddie to cut down about 5 minutes. Yeah. There's a lot of it being... It was like a mishmash. I've got notes and notes and notes on this because I think it's been studied that often. Basically, Freddie Mercury for Bohemian Rhapsody is a mock opera as a result of all the combinations, different songs, because there is like different sections in the songs. And that also sort of plays out in the music video when we look through it, because there's the bit like that's pretty much throughout like the talking heads.
That used to scare me. That's pretty scary when you're a kid seeing that. Didn't like it at all.
As soon as you see that, I do think of like the heads, and that's been done loads of other times by other people as well.
Oh yeah, by everybody, yeah.
Yeah, because I know when the Muppets done it, they've done it with, because they've covered this song before, where Gonzo, like the singing chickens, and you can get like loads of T-shirts with like the horror stars on them.
Yeah.
And like loads of others where like football teams will have like the top players and it's just like the heads in a circle, a bit like this. And even Channel NEM's got them with the lookalikes of me.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah. But like I said, there's quite a few different stages to the video as well. So it starts off with Freddie Mercury just playing the piano. And then, to be honest, when you see him play the piano,
look at it. Look at the son of luck.
Just looks like, oh, I cannot be arsed. He's probably the one who says, Freddie, we need to cut this down by 5 minutes. I am bored shitless.
Yeah, he does look like... He's like, oh, for God's sake, will you just get on with it?
Yeah, Susan seeing this takes me out of childhood when it first came out, and totally agree with Sharon. It was scary as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Susan saying she loved the Wonderwall, but the Mike Flower Potts version, and I know the Mike Flower Potts version is on an album. So Susan, that is coming for you. That will be 2027.
I think I'll just stay in my barrel.
I'm positive both the Oasis version and the Mike Flower Potts version is on the same album. But yeah, so there's the bit where they're sitting down like that, and then Freddie gets up and starts singing like with his short microphone and everything, and then it properly kicks in where Brian May is doing the guitar solos, and he's sort of nearly cracking a smile at that point.
I'll be honest, I've never heard Bohemian Rhapsody described so badly.
And then you get the Scaramouche, where you do the fun that like this is the opera bit where it's just a load of made up words, and then back to the it was the special effects of the 70s, wasn't it? Where it's a bit like a spider's eye, and then you get the woo bit.
I think Susan said for the time. I think when we were doing our homework, I think Susan may have said at the time, like for the time that it was, whatever they were doing was like revolutionary, and oh look what we're doing. But like looking at it, I was like, okay, I get it, but it's just so overplayed. Good song, but just overplayed.
Like we're saying though, I think it was Kenny Everett who was working on Capital at the time, who was friends with Freddie Mercury, started playing little clips of the song throughout the show because it was a long song, and I think the people like his bosses at Capital Radio at the time were like, you can't play the full thing, it's too long, so he would start playing little clips. And loads of people going, this is brilliant, this is brilliant. We've never heard anything like it. So then they would go to like record shops and say, and they'll be like, it's not out till next week, it's not out then. And there was a big buzz around it. And then it was playing. Also, Kenny Everett's got a lot of
I love Kenny Everett.
How well it done it. Simon's just said the king looks like Lord Farquhar.
Oh God, yeah.
Look like, damn it. and Sean said it's like a kaleidoscope effect. Yeah. Did you know that the song that took over the #1 spot was the little song? Was the title of some lyrics? Did you know the song that took over #1 after this was the title of some lyrics in Bull Rap?
Right, okay, so I get what you're saying.
I don't.
There was some lyrics. There was lyrics in Bohemian Rhapsody. There was the title of the song. Oh, Mamma Mia! Clearly, yeah.
Mamma Mia, right? Okie dokie, right? Very good. That's a brilliant
moment then.
Whole question and a half.
Nakamura being all smart.
What I couldn't get my head around was Bull Rap. I couldn't understand it was Bohemian Rhapsody. That's a cracking quiz question, that, like Michael Mueller. Cracking.
Well, no, because we all know the answer.
Yeah. But yeah, then obviously after the there's the bit where it all kicks in and like really kicks off the song. So like you've got your sections, you've got your soft bit, then you've got your upright bit, then you've got the rock bit, you know what I mean? So the music video is sort of separated up like that. But yeah, but like I say, it was it has spent a lot of weeks at number one.
Yeah, well, it is the most streamed song of the 20th century as well.
Yeah, most streamed song. The song became Christmas number one. Well, it would become Christmas number one, and it held the top spot for 9 weeks, and that was back in 1975. Then it got re-released after Freddie Mercury's death. I think it was a double A side with something else, and I think it spent another 5 weeks at number one. I've got it here somewhere. There's that many notes on it. Yeah, it spent. So back in 1975, it was number one in Australia, Belgium, Canada, Netherlands, New Zealand. In the UK, where it was the 22nd bestseller of 1975 and also the 35th bestseller of 76. So with it crossing both years, it was probably the best-selling song over that time period. In the US, it got to number 9 in the charts. And then on the re-release in 1991, when this was, it got to number 1 in the UK and Ireland. And it was the second best-selling song of 1992 in the UK. So that's how it done. And then it did get
many better Queen songs.
Yeah, it's a third best-selling single of all time. Yeah.
Pardon?
It's a third best-selling Queen song of all time.
Crazy.
Sorry, not Queen song. The third best-selling song of all time.
Yeah.
Song of all time. So I would possibly say a Band-Aid and possibly Elton John's the only 2 songs to beat it. That's what I would think. But yeah. So it's, but it did also
definitely not my favourite.
It did get a re-release a year later, but not in the UK. In the States, on the back of Wayne's World, because a lot of people probably through Wayne's World with the car scene and that. But it never got re-released in the UK, but in the US, it got to number 2 on the back of the Wayne's World. So yeah, it did pretty well, and then it did pretty well. Then is what you're saying. Yes, it did really well. John Jekyll looks like a Griff Rhys-Jones in that picture. He does. Why aren't people? We have some lookalikes, possibly not as good as these ones. Coming up. So I apologize. And so next up, we move to Wet, Wet, Wet and Good Night Girl. Not a Wet, Wet, Wet.
It's not that I'm. It's just this. Again, it was just saturation, wasn't it? And this is just the epitome of Marty Pedal. I just want to punch him in the face. It is kind of a theme in the videos on this side. But it's not a hideous song, but it was all just saturated with this kind of thing, mixtapes and
totally.
Interesting fact.
Yeah, just sickly sweet. Oh, look at me. I love me.
See, Wet, Wet, Wet's a guilty pleasure for me. I quite like their music. It's sort of middle of the road. But I do quite like it. The thing, it's not one of their better songs. I prefer the upbeat songs. This is very lovey-dovey. It would have probably been a lot of people's wedding-y songs probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like every mixtape, every. Yeah. It's just it was just sickly sweet.
Yeah, a lot of people pretty much saying the same. Sean's saying Bohemian Rhapsody is his first single he ever bought in '75. Simon is saying tune for this, so Simon likes it. Susan, ooh, must we? Will, yuck, move on. Cannot stand this. Smug, smiley, smarty face. Sean's never liked them. It's a shock, Sharon.
Again, it's like my rule of thumb is if it was on the radio, I probably wouldn't turn it off. But like, I wouldn't go on YouTube and watch the video because I do just want to smack
I
him in his
apologise
stupid
for making you
smiley
do
face.
that. Yeah, it is. He does sort of have that. I can just remember him from when that Smile Will Help Me Friend, when he used to do that wiggly thing with his smile.
Oh, don't.
Well, yeah, that smile is cringy.
Yeah.
Nia likes it. So there's three of us who sort of like this song. It got to number one in the charts. 10th best-selling song in '92. Was number one in the UK and Ireland. It was their third number one after Little Help from My Friends. Oh, no, sorry. It was the band's second number one. Sorry. After Little Help from My Friends. That's the one where he done the head bob on as well.
Bobblehead.
Yeah. But Mrs. Nem, she likes this song because it reminds her by the whole Wet, Wet, Wet album it was on when she went on a school trip to France. So it must have
Right.
been on the bus, and she can remember this song, so it reminds her of that. And then when we were watching it, she was like, "But you're ruining it." And I went, "What do you mean?" She was like, "You don't really know the words. You just like, so leave me to ever." And she went, "You're just singing nonsense. You're just making a noise." And I was like, "Sorry." But to be honest, when you look at the words, they don't really make. So you hear me so clearly and see how I try. So you feel me, so hear me, and tear me apart. And I won't tell a soul, right? But the way soul's spelt there, it's like soul as in someone's soul, not. So I don't know if it's just been misspelt and someone who's done the lyrics online spelled it wrong, or that's the way it's meant to be. And then
That's the way it's meant to be. I won't tell a soul. It's like I won't tell a soul. I won't tell anyone.
Yeah. So it's SOLE, isn't it? For soul like that, rather than
That's the sole
SOUL.
of your foot. That's the correct spelling. And I won't tell a soul.
Oh, that is the correct spell. All right,
Yeah.
okie dokie. I just can't spell then. So if he won't tell a soul, I won't tell at all. But do they have to know about my? So basically, he just wants to be a fuck buddy for her. Is that what the song's about then?
I've never really paid that much attention. I'd be like you, just so I'm on the bench with you there.
Yeah, because
I would know. Never
I
looked
was
that
really
deeply into
struggling
it.
with what it said, but like, is that just so? I won't tell a soul. I won't tell it all. Just please sleep with us all every now and again. You can be my good night girl. Like if you've never pulled one, just give us a booty call and come back.
You're pretty cool, totally.
Yeah.
I can see that.
In my homework notes for this song, I wrote one word: shite. Macklemore is saying it's not bad. But yes,
Yeah, I put Marty Pellew, Who Do You Love? I Love Me.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. Totally does himself.
Yeah, he does.
The music video is basically just focused on Marty Pellew. I have not. Oh, I've missed it out. So, well, that's good news for all of you because it's basically just Marty Pellew in the audience and this pendulum swinging with just some random people on.
Yeah, random people like the I think I spotted the cabaret dancer from What's His Face's video a few hours back. You know, the one where they were like the thing dancing. Yeah, random.
Yeah,
random.
It was just blokes and suits. It was a bit.
I'm glad you haven't got the big smiley face because he's like, teeth and
well, I missed it out.
mane
So
of hair.
there you go. I've made up for all my mistakes so far.
Yeah.
Not played on 2 weeks by missing out Marty Pellew. So there you go. Simon says he's got it on the background now, and he's always singing it out loud. So yeah, it is one of them songs where you do sing
Simon
it out loud.
needs to go sit in the corner and think about what you're saying.
I was singing it every time it plays, along with Stars, which is coming up. That just seemed to. It's another singing song.
Same old, different jockey.
We'll come on to that soon.
Yeah.
First off, we've got Shakespeare, Sister, and Stay.
Do you know, I've got mixed feelings about this. Because back in the day, it was a banger of a tune. It was there. I listened to it the other day and watched the video and realised there's just a video holding up the song.
Yeah. See, I can remember this being played loads back in like
Yeah. Oh
1990.
God, yeah.
It just seemed to be played loads. Nowadays, I don't think, but I quite like the song. I think it again. This is a bit like there's two parts to this song because there's the bit with Shia bin Farley where it's like she does like that all like this squeaky nice and like pining over her. And then there's Marcella Detroit where it's like, you better hope and breathe and
Yeah.
Joey Grunt. And it is quite good.
But that's what I'm saying. Literally, the video, the actual visuals of it, I think hold it up because it hasn't aged well as a song. I really don't think it. And again, I loved it back in the day. It was everywhere, but it's definitely the video.
Yeah, Makamula saying Simon was half cut during this video.
Yeah, because there's a fart and vodka.
There's a bottle of vodka.
No, she was pissed as a fart on vodka.
Oh right, I thought you meant there was a bottle of. There's a visible bottle of vodka.
I think I seen in an interview she was like drinking, I don't know, maybe a litre of vodka a day at that point. Maybe more, I don't know, but yeah.
It's mental. The screaming, so that Susan doesn't like, so I'll do that quite often. Apart from it's making us cough. Sorry about that. But yeah, I can also a thing what always sticks out for this song as well is the French and Saunders. Can you remember the parody they done of this?
Oh yeah.
And as soon as I see the other video, I can just remember the French and Saunders. I think this was just as famous as the other thing. It's okay, but not great from Sean. I love this song, but Mrs. Wooders hates it. She said it depresses her. Oh, see, I think the song's really. I don't know. I like the song. I do like the song. Yeah,
I don't dislike it, but again, for me, it hasn't aged well. Definitely. And I would like to point out as well, when I was watching the video, one thing like this dude's on the thing, she's washing him and everything, and then like he clearly flatlines or whatever. There's not a doctor or nurse in sight.
No
no medical personnel anywhere. I'm sure there was alarms going off at that point.
See, look at NHS cutbacks, even back in 1992.
I don't know. I don't know. It might be in the future. I don't know. It was like kind of futuristic. Who knows? Yeah, who knows?
Welcome along, Gareth. He's coming. My karaoke go-to. I do both parts. So
yeah, totally. It is totally a car singing song for me again. If you come on, I'm singing in the car.
Yeah, wait, Simon's just said as well, for me, I think it's powerful. I sing it with passion. So yeah, everyone possibly does sing like that. I know when we're watching it with about 3 weeks ago now, with Mini Nem, because she likes to, both the kids now like, Dad, what songs have you got coming up? So I've got to play them on like the telly through YouTube and everything, and I love watching it. Apart from Mini Nem, the oldest one, turned around and went, God, this is just weird and freaky and a bit scary, isn't it, Dad? And I think it was basically just Marcella Detroit's just base there.
Yeah.
Even though
he's like, yeah, check how drunk I am. I'm a drunk dancing.
I find that quite attractive, though. I don't know what it is. It to be honest, she wouldn't be the scariest girl I've ever been with.
Really?
Because,
holy crap!
There's been even more.
Wow. I think that's a story for another time.
One of them even made it into me. Wasn't named by name, but there's one ex when we sort of got back together in a nightclub, and on the outside when we were waiting for a taxi, she punched us. I was that drunk, I couldn't remember why. And all my mates wound us up saying, oh, it's because you were saying, oh, we'll go together like rice and peas, or some line from Forrest Gump. Now, I knew that was a lie just because I hadn't seen Forrest Gump, and thank God I hadn't seen it. If I hadn't, I would have probably gone, what? I really said that, and I would have, but thank God I hadn't seen it. But yeah, but she punched, and at the same night after she punched us, she was like, "Come on, are you gonna hit us back?" And I was like, "No, I don't know what like." So when you punched us, and then there was a bloke in the queue started accusing Stu of being the. Around that time, there was some bloke who had punched a woman at Wembley, and because Stu's got a bit of a Cockney accent, thought he was the bloke who had punched this woman at Wembley, and he was like threatening Stu. So the whole thing for me getting punched to try and stop Stu getting punched, it's Sunderland for you, you know. So, but yeah, but as we said, this video starts off with this bloke who was he? He was Karen Woodward's ex-boyfriend.
Who's
This
Karen
bloke,
Woodward?
Karen Woodward from Bananarama, from the Banana Girls.
Oh, right, okay, right.
So that's her ex-boyfriend.
Did they kill him in real life? Is he actually...
Bananarama sacrificed them or attempted murder on him. Susan saying she would turn the radio off with passion at this song. Nia saying it's the best song on the album for her.
Ooh.
Strong statement. But yeah, so he's this fella's dying there, and then is this Marcella Detroit? This is Sayabin, isn't it?
That's yeah.
So Sayabin's at the top there, like scary one, comes down with the hope and pray and everything, and then they're seen fighting over him.
Dislocating his arms, poor lad.
Yeah. There's no wonder he come out the coma. He's probably trying to get 5 minutes kip, and he's like, "Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, I'm awake." And you see it in the next scene where he's awake, hugging her, and then she just gives up. I love the bit where she's just like, "Oh God, all right, I'm going. I'm sick." I do like the bit where she like rolls her eyes, where it is like, "Oh God."
Well, yeah, she's supposed to she's representing death, isn't she? So
death, yeah,
it's
brilliant. But I do like it, and like you say, it is like. The video
definitely holds it up for sure.
Yeah. It got to number one in Ireland, Sweden, in the UK, where it was the 4th bestseller. I think it stayed at number 1 for a long time.
8 weeks, I think, in the UK.
Should have had it wrote down. It must have been re-released in 2012 as well, because it got to number 12 in the charts.
Really?
Oh, right. So, actually, it did get released on the back of Cher Lloyd's performance on The X Factor.
Oh, God, I bet she did that justice. Holy crap.
So people have probably gone, Jesus Christ, she's killed this song. Let's go and buy the original. Oh, there's loads of kids going, oh, this song's brilliant. And the parents are going, you want to hear the original? Let's play it. And then it probably went to number 12 in the charts on players alone. It won Best British Video in 1993 in the Brit Awards, I thought so. And Sayabin Farley, Marcella Detroit, and Dave Stewart wrote this song. And it wasn't until I've done this research I realised Dave Stewart had wrote this song. Because his song was inspired by the film Catwoman of the Moon, where Dave Stewart had conceived the idea of the Catwoman singing about an earthling she had fallen in love with. And it couldn't take him away. So... there you go. So, after she punched... Whoa, hold on. I'm back more right on. That was so funny. What, me getting punched? I don't... I've just come back. She does look like Enya Sean. Marcella Detroit does look a bit like Enya. Yeah. Damn it, there's another lookalike. Shit. I've missed so many lookalikes this week. Yeah. I loved it. The song, the video, the whole album. So Nia, this is right up her street here.
Yeah, I think Nia's sold on this.
Yes. Moving along to the Temptations and My Girl.
Right. Have you seen the film?
I've never seen the film.
Right, neither have I. I'm so glad you said. Well, I'm not surprised you said it, but I am glad you said it. Never seen the film.
I've never seen the film. I know one of them dies a bit.
Somebody dies, I'm imagining.
Someone dies of being stung by a bee. Okay, who dies after being stung by a bee?
I think it's the girl in it. Is it the girl? I'm going to guess the girl.
It's the boy, is it?
Oh,
Macaulay Culkin dies. All right. She's looking at us like, what? I've never seen the film. Yeah, Macaulay Culkin, Kevin McAllister dies, so he dies after being stung.
Oh, it's him. Yeah, he dies. Okay.
Oh, right. No, it's Karen's ex after she punched him, I meant. No, it was me who was punched, not Karen. Never mind. I do love this song, though. Temptation. See, I grew up. My mum used to always, especially on a Sunday when she was making like Sunday's dinner, or Sunday lunch, some people call us.
Yeah.
So she always had like Temptations, Drifters, Four Tops. Like, I mean, she's seen various formations of these bands over the years.
Yeah.
She's been to see them, but it's never usually. There's maybe one member of the original ones and a couple of their sons and a mate or something. But she's seen them. But these are the ones I grew up with. And then when Mini Nem was a baby, Mrs. Nem used to have this as a ringtone on her phone.
Okay.
So yeah, so like just after, and she used to always sing it and everything. So it does have sort of happy memories, you know, for me. So I do like this, but it's not so much from the film. What other people?
Yeah, it's a good song. Again, it's obviously a re-release. But
yeah,
it's a good song. I like it.
Yeah, Sean, great song, decent song. Wouldn't turn off the radio. Lovely voices,
Yeah.
Susan, quality. I like this song, but it's not my favorite on the album.
I love the synchronized dancing, and as you say, you know, that sort of genre of like bands and singing.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
The whole click
Where
and
they're
the
like,
arm rolling and totally.
Yeah, like yeah, it's brilliant. Like I say, my mum's seen like the Drifter, because even sometimes when she's seen the Drifter, she'll go, "Oh, such and such was in it, but such and such from the Temptations, or such and such from the Four Tops, or this guy," and she'll name other people, and I was like, "All right," and it's never the same lineup. I think every time she's been to see one of them groups, you know, but the probably half of them's probably dead now. This originally was wrote by Smokey Robinson, and became a #1 hit in 1964 for them. It never charted in this country, though. In 1965, however, Otis Redding covered it, and it got to number 11 in the charts. In 1992, on the back of the film My Girl, it got to it got to 43 the first time round. And in 1991, it got to number 2 in this country on the back of the film.
So what kept it off #1? Yeah.
I would possibly say the last song, because, like we say, it's probably either that or Bohemian Rhapsody.
Probably that.
Yeah. So because they would, I think Bohemian Rhapsody was there 5 weeks over the Christmas and New Year, I think, and then 9 weeks or whatever for Stay. So
I would imagine.
Possibly one of them tunes. The music video for it, though, does have Kevin McAllister and the Bee Sting girl in it. Well, it's not the Bee Sting girl. He's the Bee Sting boy, isn't it? I always thought it was the girl who got killed, though, as well. That's what it was called.
Like I said, never seen it.
Yeah. Sorry for anyone who, like me and Sharon's
never
seen it.
As well, isn't there like a dog in it or something? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you see half of the movie when you watch this, because between these two, because it starts off with black and white with these two watching them on the telly, and then there's a knock at the door, and then they come through, and then it goes into colour. And then, surprisingly, they've got a massive stage in the sitting room, which they end up playing on.
Do you know what this is? Is this what he experienced after the Bee Sting?
Could be. A bit like Grease is all just a dream, and Sandy really drowned at the beach.
Oh, that's a conspiracy I've never heard.
Have you never heard that? Yeah. That's why at the end, when they go off in the car, do you know when they go off in the car and they're like, "Oh, it's her going to heaven in the car with John Travolta."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because in the song as well, we showed up splashing around. He didn't.
Yeah, I saved her life. She nearly drowned.
Yeah, he saved her life. She nearly drowned. But that's just all her imagination. That's just her death dream before she goes off in the car.
So we're saying this is the same thing, you think?
This could be the same thing. It's him after his bee stings, watching it on telly, and then them coming to life and it's singing about her. Wow. Like, look at the levels we're going to now.
Oh, I know. My God.
Is he? Sorry, Sean. Sorry. So, is he dead then? I
Oh
never
no,
knew he died.
spoiler!
Sorry.
Spoiler!
Sorry, Sean. Sorry. It's not as bad as someone saying Bruce Willis is dead in The Sixth Sense. Apologies if you've never seen it. It's a big spoiler, like Darth Vader's Luke's dad. What other films can we ruin?
Titanic. They died.
Yeah, Titanic. Yeah, he dies. Even bigger spoiler: it hits an iceberg and sinks.
No,
So,
really? Wow, the film's ruined. What am I going to do?
yeah. Who's Kevin? He's Kevin McAllister. That's Kevin McAllister. Macaulay Culkin. Oh, sorry. Susan's already answered that. Never mind. It was a big film, though, wasn't it? I think it was a big film because he
Yeah.
was a massive. Because he'd just done Home Alone and everything. So any film he was sort of in, families would probably go and watch, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah,
traumatized child.
we do have our first lookalike as well
Oh, okay.
from this. So who does this singer? I don't know his name. Apologies. From the Four Tops lookalike. Lookalike? Who does he look like? Do you know this one at all or not, Susan? Sharon?
I'm
Susan
saying
sent it over.
nothing.
Oh, you're right. Okie dokie. Yeah, this is genius. Laney spotted this one. Right. Okie dokie. So it's Laney's one. Right. Sammy Davis. I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Two people said
Two,
it's
yeah.
not Sammy. Wait, three people said it.
Three.
It's Sammy Davis Jr. He does look like Sammy Davis. It's not Sammy Davis Jr. The person who was what Laney's seen, he isn't a singer. Someone more current. Yes, so he's someone more current, and he isn't a singer, and he isn't black. There's loads of clues now. Welcome along, Porgy. You've come along just in time for this lookalike, and it isn't Sammy Davis Jr. It's Trevor McDonald's Blackwell. He isn't black. He is on television, if that's a bigger clue for anyone.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to get this. They're like, well, what's going on?
Is it the guy who used to do Pointless? I think Simon's proven us wrong. It is Richard Athman. Welcome,
Simon.
John.
Fair play.
It isn't Michael Caine. Yes, but Simon's got it. Yes, welcome.
Wow.
Yeah. It does. It might just be the glasses and the long face. Wait, actually,
It's the
glasses,
hair
long
as well.
face. Yeah, the quiff hair as well. Yes. But yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, the glasses. Or maybe the hair.
You can't blame me for that one. You've got to blame Lady. That wasn't mine. That wasn't
Yeah,
mine.
all you got to do is
Worst
just squint a little bit.
Mine are much worse, and they've got some coming up. So
You don't say.
Next up, we have Simply Red and Stars. Now, I think this one's is going to be Marmite.
Yeah. Again, you know, I was listening to this in the car the other day, and as much as that ginger twant winds me up, and again, even the video in this, just Marty Pello traumatizing, smiley. Ugh. It's saccharine sweet stuff. You sing along to it. It's of its time, like, you know, Simply Red, Marty Pello.
Yeah.
Of its time. So I've kind of changed my view a little bit. I can't stand him. I can't stand McCrucknell. But the music, I think, coming from me, from that perspective, I'd sing along to it.
Yeah. For me, I was surprised that this only got number 8 in the charts. I thought this was a
really?
number 1. Yeah, I thought it was a number 1. And I think I'm more surprised because my sister had this album and it was on. My sister was a massive Simply Red fan, so this was on constantly all the time. So in the house, if it was downstairs, she would have it on the hi-fi downstairs or hi-fi upstairs or whatever. So it was constantly on. So as a kid, I heard this loads. And it did seem to like, I don't know if it was just because my sister really got into him around this time and was seeing him a couple of times in concert or whatever, but this seemed to like really make Simply Red much bigger. This, like someone said before, it's a good album. I think this album like was massive for them. Like really, they went from like a B star, like an A star, like an A category star of singer for me around this time. I'm just looking at the chats because who said it was a great album? Oh, I can't think. Classic album, Will. Classic album, Stars. Yeah, there was quite a few songs which were probably bigger hits than this one off there. Just keep coming, don't they? Stars, classic tracks. So Simon likes this. Mac Mool, a good one. Sean loves Simply Red. Oh, Susan, love Nick's voice, and this song is great, but not as good as something.
I would rather listen to it than see him, because
yeah.
like I say, like Marty Pello, I would just want a stupid face, like that stupid grin, and his stupid hair, and it's so stupid.
Well, you see them saying the video is pretentious though. They think they're like Salvador Dali surreal painting or something. Show me, and something got me stuck. Show me. I can remember that. This is another song where you would sing with passion. So everyone, I think, played this album to death because Susan said she played it to death as well. The music video for me, I know what Susan's saying. It reminds me of like a perfume advert though as well, or like a chocolate advert around Christmas time.
Get that. Total perfume ad.
Yeah.
Smell like some sweaty sand.
I examine the lyrics and they're just nonsense. He looks like Simba off The Lion King.
Oh, totally.
It does a bit, yeah. But I know what you mean where it seems surreal because it does look like someone's left the Christmas bows, off the wrapping paper. Just massive ones of them are lying around.
Yes, that's what it reminds me of, totally.
Yeah,
I think, again, as Susan said, we looked at the lyrics, and the lyrics for this are just nonsense.
This is one of the songs I didn't look at the lyrics.
Oh, they're just nonsense.
Just words for the sake of saying words, no meaning. Just to get the rhymes at the end of each sentence, isn't it? It's the rhyme and couplet. That's what he's trying to get. But this does remind me of like Christmas, and I don't know if it's because my sister possibly got the album at Christmas or whatever. But like when you've got them there, it's very, I don't know, like boots at Christmas. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I totally get what you're saying with the Christmas sort of.
Something like that. I prefer the first. Joan saying she says prefers the first album, Holding Back the Years. Because Fairground, was that off the next album? Or was the next album Fairground as well? Because that was another big. Because I think there was this album and I think the next album. What did you say there, Sharon? Sorry?
Fairground grates on me.
Oh, but yeah, when you're saying about Mark Pearl, Mick Hucknall, there is an unnecessary extreme close-up in this video where it's just like right in your face.
Thanks very much.
Yes, you're welcome, people. But I put this on because in this video you can see he's got a tooth here, and it's got he's got a ruby embedded in his tooth.
Oh, it's a ruby. I was going to say diamond. I thought it was a diamond.
It's a ruby. I know this because my sister probably told me 1,000 times growing up. You do know you had to have that tooth taken out and a false one put in because it's got a ruby implanted into it. All right. All the time. She's told me so many times. I was just like, oh God, it's embedded in my head. So I know it's the first thing I noticed when he was singing it. It's a fucking Ruby. Ugh. But yeah. But like I say, it got number 8 UK charts, number two in Italy, never got number 1 anywhere, which I was really surprised at. Makamula saying, "Yeah, fairgrounds is all swings and roundabouts."
Oh, boom, boom.
But yeah, it would have probably been worse song for me. This, apart from Someone Beat It,
Yeah.
possibly second worst song for me. But from this song to a song which I think is brilliant, I'll let you into a secret. It's my favorite song of the week. The KLF, the Justified, and the Ancient.
Yeah. Oh,
I love this track.
Love it.
I love this track. Love it. Even the nonsensical lyrics, which aren't that nonsensical, because I'll play it because I've got Tommy singing it here. Oh, hold on. I haven't got the volume on. Oh, the volume still isn't. Bear with. Right. Third time lucky.
They're justified and they're ancient and they drive an ice cream van.
So yeah, the Justified and the Ancient and the what was the lyrics again?
It's like an ice cream van.
I drive an ice cream van, right? And people think, "Oh, it's nonsense." No, it isn't nonsensical lyrics because what they'd done, they hired an ice cream van and went round. There was where was it? To promote the promotional material in Antics for Stand Up by the Jams, used an ice cream van. While the lyrics included, they make a 99 working title. Oh, sorry, make mine a 99 was the working title for this. And they bought an ice cream van and appeared at the Liverpool Festival of Comedy, where they sold ice creams to the audience. Whilst on stage, figures swayed in grey and yellow robes, chanting "Justified, Ancient." So it wasn't really comedy; it was just them going "Justified," because it was all performing arts with the KLF. They were very weird and out there, but they made brilliant music. But they did have an ice cream van where they used it as promotional material, so it does sort of fit in. And I just love this track.
Yeah,
Brilliant track.
It's a
Brilliant.
Track.
But let's make mine a 99. Yes, Susan just said it. Make mine a 99.
Again, I think this could be a favourite.
By far and away my favourite one. Makamula saying it was Tammy Lynnett's last. Oh, Simon. Second worst of the night. Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
No. That's the last song. I think that's the last song. Second worst of the night. Because he agrees, so I think that's the last song. Yeah. Nia doesn't know this song. It is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, great track. A bit country, that is. Well, I've got a clip because I've been looking at different various things from the KLF because there's been quite a lot of their songs coming up. So Bill Drummond, who's one half of KLF, he had a solo album. It was his first one because he was a guitar. He was one of the founder members of Big in Japan. He also produced records for the Proclaimers and Echo and the Bunnymen. I think Echo and the Bunnymen, he ended up becoming a manager for them at one point.
Okay.
And then he done this solo album called The Man. And when
Never
you hear
heard
it,
of it.
so, well, you'll be massively surprised. So this is just a little clip from one of the songs.
You can burn the bridge, flood the ford, storm the palace and block the road. Have a heart like a Viking with the faith of a child. Have you ever heard the song, Born to be Wild? He's the king of joy. Oh, he's the king of joy.
Okay.
That
different.
is just it's weird how like the person who the KLF and like
Yeah.
Justified all these massive songs has some like swing your pants type thing, Trevor and Simon song. You know what I mean? It's like the teacher, you know, your teacher who used to have a guitar in the school. He used to be like, "Come on, kids, let's sing a song." You know, it's like something like that. And it's just weird how that is, because when I'm saying about teachers, I've got a story. There was a teacher who we used to have at our school. I'll not say his surname, but we found out his first name was Mervyn, and he used to have like, was it a folk group where you could go along to, and he used to be there with one or two kids, and they used to sing along, and he used to play the guitar, and they used to tap, and sometimes he used to perform in assembly. This is secondary school, by the way. He used to perform in assembly, but being called Mervyn, and people know him as Merv, he got the nickname Merv. Right?
God.
Because there was one kid at our school. He went, "Oh, well done with your work there, Craig," and went to tap him on the bum. Right, apart from Craig Patterson turned around, he tapped him in the crotch, and he went, "Oh, sir, you've just touched me, Willie!" And I ran over to the side of the classroom. So yeah, it's called gospel music, Neil. See, that's not gospel music for me. Gospel music's like your big, like your congregation where it's like.
Yeah, it was more folky than.
Yeah, it's. I know what you're saying. It's gospel music, but it's like happy. What we call happy clappy.
Yeah, happy
Sorry,
clappy.
anyone who happy clappy. Yeah, happy clappy. But yeah, it's totally different to what these other songs are like. Sean's saying, Tammy Lynette looks like Dolly Parton. This is by far best track of the night and best track on the album. Susan's saying. This is a bump in the road of the part of the album for me, not Michael. Oh, so it's not for Simon. I take it back. I do know it. It's a bit it's a brilliant track. For Simon, I take you don't see this with passion. Oh, so this is the Marmite song, and I didn't think it would be. Oh, right. I'm glad disagreeing streak continues. Yes,
right.
a bit.
Neil, before the next song comes on, I'm gonna have to take a comfort break because I've been abandoned by the two other reprobates, and I'll be back in a minute. There won't be no Weegate. I'll be back in a minute.
Right. She'll mute a microphone. You'll hear it echoing from the bottom of our barrel. But yes. So the music video for this is quite. Actually, yeah. So the music video for this is it's quite weird and funky though as well, because it starts off where I think. See, because it was all like sort of do with the Ancients of Mu, which was like it's taken from a book, I think, and it's them on like sort of an island with like pyramids where you have this lady here who's singing. She's quite she's like a princess, a bit like Cleopatra or something. Have these ladies dressed here in a bit like traditional African or Inca tribal dress. Then you have, this is Bill Drummond and, who's the other guy? It is Bill Drummond and Jimmy Corty, who were known as Rockman Rock, and Bill Dundee is some horny guitar players. And then at the top of this pyramid, you had Tammy Lynette. And not forgetting as well, actually, we had, later on, you get... Ricardo DeForce rapping with some monks, but Ricardo was not down with everyone else because everyone else is in like, oh, we're getting dressed up for this, we're doing it in like, I want to look like Cleopatra, I want to do like tribal dress, I'm getting dressed up with a big on. Not Ricardo. Ricardo's just his normal street clothes. He's too cool for school. Fishing in the rivers of life. I love it. But it's
too cool for school.
Too cool for school. Couldn't dress up as all the others dressed up with monks there. He was just like, Simon says Ricardo did not get the memo. Yeah. Everyone else is dressed up. Yeah, we need traditional. We want to look like from an ancient religion. Yeah, I'm not. He's like, yeah, no, I'm not, mate. You can like it, I love it. No, not for me. I'm not. But yeah, didn't get the memo. Then we move along to another re-release, which I still
Oh.
can't find out why it was re-released.
No, I have no idea. I looked as well. No
'Cause-
idea why. I don't know whether it was just like a 10-year anniversary, maybe, is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, because Susan will hate this song because it's not just it's a cover of a
Really?
re-release.
Really?
You know
You
what I mean?
think?
She'll probably like the song, but she'll hate the bassist. She's really torn inside, I think, which is a re-release. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, and a cover. I didn't even know it was
yeah.
a cover until we did our homework. And yeah, I love Madness.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
I'm the same with you. I didn't realize it was a cover. It was originally wrote and sung in 1971 by Labi Sifri.
Labi Sifri.
Labi Sifri.
Yeah, and it's, well, again, we went and listened to it, and again, this is one of those rare moments where the cover is so much better than the original.
All right.
Yeah, Madness just smash it. Again, I'm maybe a bit biased because I love Madness, but the Labi Sifri original was, again, of its time.
I've just seen there. Macamura thought when he first heard "Fishing in the Rivers of Life," he thought it was "Pissing in the Rivers of Life." Simon says, "Now we're talking." Sharon and I were shocked to discover that it was a cover. Yeah,
Yeah,
my childhood was a lie. Oh, great song, great video, just great. Yeah,
yeah,
Simon.
I love Madness. Absolutely
love
adore Madness.
Yeah, Susan's saying exactly the same as you. The Madness is so much better. It's an okay song, but see, I think this is a brilliant song. This is up there with one of the best tonight. But like we say, it was originally out in 1981, I think.
Yeah,
Got number 4 in the
I thought
UK.
it was 81, so it's not like 10 years,
so
is it? This is 92.
92. Unless it was late 91 and they've just put it on this album, that's what it might have
Maybe.
been.
Yeah, I have no idea why. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But what a banger of a tune. Again, probably not my favourite Madness song, but it's up there.
The thing was, when we were watching the videos the other week, both Minnie Nem and Mrs. Nem turned around and were saying, this was off an advert though for a bank or something. Like, it's a Halifax. They spent so long, they still haven't found out what advert it was off. They spent so long trying to find out. Oh yeah, it's off this advert, it's off that advert, and they could not find out what advert it was off. So if you know, let us know, and I'll put them out the miseries.
I'm gonna have to agree with them then. I think is it a recent thing? I feel like it's a recent thing.
It possibly could be. And
it's only because my bloody big bugbear is people nicking songs for adverts, like really good songs, and sticking them in shitty adverts. Should not be allowed. And I think this was actually one of them. And I was like, they shouldn't be allowed to do that.
Well, Minnie Nem, she was going, it's the Halifax one with the bench. And I was like, it isn't, because the Halifax one with the bench is Stand By Me by Oasis. And she was like, oh, right. She went, it is one. So she was looking through Halifax adverts, and then she ended up getting the ones with the house and everything. Like, house is a very, very, very fine house. But couldn't find this one, you know. So, but yeah, it is a classic, brilliant song. Again, that's another thing. The song was featured in the film, The Tall Guy, with Jeff Goldblum, Rowan Atkinson, Emma Thompson. And I was wondering if it was on the back of that, but no, because that was 1989. So unless it was like one of the ones where it appeared on telly and people requested to buy it or something, but I don't know why it come back in the charts.
I don't know. I also looked and couldn't find out why. But I love Madness, so I'm kind of torn with songs.
Yeah. Like Simon said, great video. Just a typical madness of a Madness video.
Yeah, any Madness with you've got it. It was just so.
Do you know? Because it starts off with this public announcement here.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm here to warn you that in the video you're about to see, there is an extremely dangerous stunt which I'd like none of you at home to try and copy.
What was his stunt? Is it just him walking in flip flops? Is it just like
Yeah, that's
being?
just the thing. It was just, again, if you look like any of their videos, like embarrassments, shut up, any of them videos, they're just, again, it's just like not nonsensical. Makes no sense.
Yeah. Right, because I watched the whole video. I'm going, what the hell's the stunt? Was it a serious announcement? Obviously not. Then.
Yeah, you watch any video.
Yeah. So yeah, Susan saying you don't need a reason to reissue this song. So
No, that is true.
but yeah, the music video starts off with it starts off with a funeral procession with the pallbearer at the front, like running along in front of it. In front. Is that Suggs? Is it?
Yeah.
It's running along in front of the car, and then it cuts between them singing by a graveside, which is. It is quite strange where it must be love, but then it's like the singing in a graveyard, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just madness, their song. Obviously, that's hence the name. You see them, and that's cut in between with the people, the band singing in a white backdrop in black outfits. And then them playing music. There was one playing with a lead guitar underneath water, plugged in as well. Not like all these ones where you see like Jason Donovan, Too Many Broken Hearts, walking along, not plugged in. The one time you don't want them plugged in, he's got like the guitar plugged in. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's madness.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then it brings us on to our first lookalike. This is one of mine as well. It's one of my lookalikes.
Is that Phil Collins?
Oh, in one! Yes!
Oh,
come on!
Bloody hell!
Come on!
Extra gold star.
Phil Collins.
That's it. I peaked.
Yes. Straight away, I was like, "Is that Phil?" I had to rewind it back because I did actually think it was Phil Collins because there's only a glimpse on the screen. I was like, "Is that Phil Collins?" I was like, "No, it's a good lookalike."
Oh God.
Simon's even.
I mean, it's got to be a good looky like you for me to get it straight off the bat.
Straight away, no help or clue or anything. Oh, talking to Phil.
Oh wait, no, not yet. Can you just bask in the rays of madness for a moment?
Yes. Phil's next, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Right. Before we move on to Phil, I've got another lookalike. So who does this guy who plays in the backing group look like?
Okay, I told you I just peaked.
Will's just saying there was a Children in Need version in 2019 that featured David Tennant, Helen Bonham Carter. I have got that in my notes. Yes, Olivia Colman. Maybe that's what the minis are thinking of. Oh, right.
It's a home advert, okay.
Oh, right. Pets at Home. Oh, right. Pets at Home advert. Right. I'll have to tell them in the morning then. Right. Not Bob Geldof. It's not Bob Geldof. I don't know what you're getting at. It's not Bob Geldof.
Struggling. I have no idea.
Oh, Porky's saying the original version was on a co-op ad, but you can't find it at the moment. Can't find this. Oh, no, you can't find this one. There is two lookalikes for these, and they are both comedians.
Oh.
Both comedians.
Doesn't help me at all.
One has appeared on a now album. Not Frank Skinner.
I have absolutely no idea.
One's a comedian from this era. For the 90s. Yes, Susan's getting what? It's not John Bishop. No, it's Vic Reeves. Susan and Macaroon getting it. So Vic Reeves is one of them. And the other one is a comedian, think 70s, in a duo. and I think it might just be the glasses
Ronnie,
again.
one of the two Ronnies.
Not the two Ronnies. Think of another duo around that time.
Oh my goodness, this is hard.
Oh, I've just realised I've only got top chat on. Oops. I must be missing people's things here. Not Sid Little. Eric Morecambe, yes. Eric Morecambe, Susan and Makamula again.
Oh my goodness, that was hard work.
I've just realised when I've got top chat on the screen why Sean's fuck Rick Reeves, not Vic Reeves. Fuck Reeves, yeah. So yes, Vic Reeves and Eric Morecambe.
Oh, I can
Only
see
getting
that.
these from the
Yeah.
clues. That actually is it.
I think if you would have put a 70s picture up of him, I
Yeah.
think more so, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get
But I
that.
just seen them and I was just like, oh, it looks like Vic Reeves. Oh no, it doesn't look like Eric Morecambe. It looks like Eric Morecambe and Vic Reeves. Simon sticking with John Bishop with glasses. Well, we'll move along then. You called for it. You wanted some Phil, so let's move along to I Can't Dance.
Oh, I don't know what to say about this.
Yeah, you played all in right notes, not necessarily in the right order. There you go.
Yeah. It's not offensive. It's I don't know. It's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah.
The
Simon
video's quite cool. I kind of like the video. I had questions about it. I had lots of questions about the video. Lots of questions.
And from Peak Simply Red Madness takes such a plummet to this. They can't dance and I can't stand it. Yeah. The thing was for me, this is so Susan saying it is offensive.
I just want
Sean likes it.
So
Sean
many
likes
questions.
it. Makamula. Well, I have some clips from the video, so Makamula saying good song. The thing what always, as soon as you hear this, you do just think of the dance. Well, it's not even a dance. The three blokes walking around like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm on screen now. Doing the walk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can't dance walk. And I can remember being at a wedding and the couple getting married and they said like, oh, for the first dance, they'd done the speech before they'd done the first dance. And they said, I'll call him Alan. I don't really want to mention it because said Alan, he said he doesn't dance. He can't dance. He doesn't want to do a first dance. And his the mother of the bride turned around and said this was all in the speech. Says, "Well, you used to love that I can't dance. You should do it with your friends when you were younger." Who was his best man and one of the groomsmen? So for the full song, they went round the dance floor doing the I can't dance thing as the first dance at their wedding. Not the bride wasn't involved, it was the groomsmen. And it was quite funny for the first minute because everyone's like, oh, you can't dance when he's doing this. After about a minute of it, you're just thinking, all right, we'll get the joke. We'll just get the joke.
I think I might have had to
get on with it.
Murdered my groom if that was me.
And it was just like, them three who were walking around were pissing themselves laughing. Everyone else was just going,
yeah.
It's just like, let's just talk amongst ourselves.
It's like when anyone talks, because again, nobody asked the groom like, oh, what was your first dance or whatever, but they asked the bride. We got married.
It was him walking around the dance floor doing dance.
Yeah, no. Someone would have been dead, and it wouldn't have been the bride.
Yeah, it would have turned into one wedding and a funeral.
Yeah.
I had forgotten this song, but it's a bit meh, so Nia thinks it's meh.
Yeah, it's just meh.
Oh, see, this is a bit more, Mike, because Simon says close to his favourite for the night. Yeah, Sean. Not Phil Collins, not Mike from the Mechanics. The other one has just said that they'll not tour anymore because of Phil's health. This is close to the worst song of the night, but luckily it's forgettable. Some of the other ones are terrible, yeah. But yeah, it's a bit in there for me. Got number 7 in the UK charts, number 7 in the US charts. But it's.
I want some. Can I ask my questions? Like to anyone who's
Yes,
watched
yes.
the video, is
Yes.
why is the big dude in the pool hall stealing everybody's jeans?
Oh, I know why.
Do you know why? Because like he just seems to have all the jeans.
Yes. Right. I'll quickly go through. So,
please.
The music video there's a lot of parodies in it. Obviously, you've got this. Oh, hold on. No, yes. So you've got this bit at the beginning where Phil Collins hitchhiking, and it goes past, and the car stops, and then reverses back up. And I might be wrong on this, but I don't know if this is a parody of ZZ Top.
Yeah.
Don't know. It reminds us of ZZ Top.
Okay.
So both Susan and Makamula are right. They pick up a lizard or a iguana or something. Yeah, and Simon's saying as well. So this part here with the bloke, it is a mixtape of the Levi's advert where he plays them. It's the pervy pool hall bloke. Can you not remember the other couple of weeks back?
Yeah. But he's got everybody's jeans.
He's just nicking everyone's jeans. So in this video, he's a good pool player, so he's nicking everyone's jeans.
It doesn't even look like that dude's playing. It just looks like he's sitting there. He's like, I'm just taking everyone's jeans. I don't want many. I want jeans.
Yeah, you can't be any trousers on. I'm the only person who wears trousers here. They said something along the lines where I can't see it now. Well, Phil Collins told Rolling Stones magazine that the video and the song were a joke about male models in jeans commercials who could not dance or talk, but only could walk in their jeans. So I can't dance, I can't talk. The only thing about me is the way I walk. So it's making reference to the male models.
Isn't that the whole point of jeans adverts, though? Yeah. That's what I mean.
So that's about that. And then he does like a parody thing at the end of the video where he sort of like pretends to be Michael Jackson looking for his keys.
Oh, look at him. He looks like a total knob, I gotta be honest.
And he does a zip.
Oh, really? I didn't see that bit before. Oh, come on, stop it.
Oh. So Simon's saying, is Xena Princess Warrior in the pool video?
Ooh, where?
Holding the pool, not there. Oh, I get what he means.
Oh, God, yeah.
I get what you mean now, Simon. Yes. So yeah, and then there's that bit, and there's quite a bit of. There's another bit where he wrestles with a dog, which I didn't really get. I don't know if that's a parody on something. Where he'd been surfing, comes trying to get his jeans back on, and
Baywatch vibes. I don't know.
Might be Baywatch, yeah. We're back to crotch watch, but not in a good way.
Totally.
But there's quite a lot like behind the scenes stuff with the hardest, which I must say, this woman here in the black t-shirt is the hardest woman on the video, the hardest working person on the video, because she's trying to hide Phil Collins' bald spot. That would have taken a hell of a lot of effort to try and hide that.
She's fluffing it. She's like fluffing those roots.
And it also leads us on to another lookalike. So we've got Mike from Mike and the Mechanics. So who does he look like?
He looks like one of the Gibb brothers. Andy Gibb. Barry Gibb.
He does. It's not a singer. It is not a. It's not a. It's technically not a person even. It's the image of a person in a piece of bacon. The other day I seen this, and it's a British man finds Jesus in a pack of bacon, and it was like this symbol here, and I was like, "That's Mike from Mike and the Mechanics." But then other people go, "No, it isn't. It's John Peel." And so yeah, so for me, that's Mike, and that's not Jesus. That's Mike from Mike and the Mechanics. But yeah, I seen that the other day, and I thought, "That's not Jesus."
It could be Jason Momoa.
It could be. He looks like anyone with eyes, nose, a beard, and hair. You know what I mean? He looks like John Peel. He looks like, who was the one who done the Brit Awards with Sam Fox and the Guitar Bloke? The Guitar Bloke, he looks a bit like him.
Yeah, anyone with a beard. Yeah, Chaz and Dave. Yeah, totally.
Chaz and Dave, yeah. If you can name anyone with a beard from like the 80s, 70s, 90s, you know, he looks like him. He looks like 50 other beanie blokes. Yeah, they all look the same. Beanie blokes all look the same. Mick Fleetwood, that was the one. Yeah. That was the guy. So we move on to our last song of the evening. I've just realised on this, I've never noticed this. Has someone been resting like their pint glass on that?
No, you know what? It was like one of those joke things. It's like, put this round your mouth. It's got like a ring
shout at them down there. Oh, what are you looking at? In the next photo, she's got two rings around her eyes. And can we end it? Yes, this is DME.
Like, move on next.
I think this is by far the worst track. I hadn't heard of it before this. No. I hadn't heard of this single. It's supposedly from a film called The Butcher's Wife. To be honest, The Butcher's Wife, which I've never heard of.
Ask you, have you seen The Butcher's Wife?
No,
I don't think
anyone has.
No.
I've got it down here. It's from the movie The Butcher's Wife. I've never seen it. I don't think anyone I know has.
Never heard of it.
No one's heard of this song. No one's heard of that. It's just a bit there. It doesn't really get going. No. Even there's a key change in it for the it changes. It goes up and then just dies off.
I missed that. I totally missed it.
It's when the chorus kicks in. It sort of goes. It's such an anticlimax.
In mysterious ways, it's always so surprising.
By that time I was like raking my eyeballs out with a spoon.
Yeah. It sort of comes in, you get the big build up, the beginning of the chorus, and then it's just like
nothing.
It just goes to nothing. Susan says the woman gives me Alison Moyet vibes, but she can't stand Alison Moyet. To me, she sounds like Cher. She sounds like Cher when she sings this song.
Yeah, she does
in mysterious ways, it's always so surprising.
Cher minus the auto tune.
I'm sorry, I was going to say, I've never seen that film, but you know what? It just struck me. It gives me Overboard vibes.
Oh, right.
Overboard with Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, Overboard good. Yes, yeah. I love that film. That was one of my favorite.
Yeah, it's a great film. It just kind of gives me that vibes. No, I've never seen it, and I'm probably not going to.
It's probably not in. Looking at this video, because the music video is the music video is just Julia in a blue backdrop.
In a blue dress.
Here, that's all it is. Blue dress, blue backdrop. In clips of The Butcher's Wife, which I've never seen.
Is she like? Oh. Okay.
See,
is she falling from the stars? Is she a star or something? I don't know. That's what.
I don't know, because that clip there reminds me. Is it I Dream a Genie? No, Bewitched. All she needs to be
Yeah.
sitting on, rather than sitting on a cloud, a broomstick, and it's bewitched, isn't it?
Yeah, some shenanigans going on. I
Oh,
literally,
right.
for my notes, I wrote, make it stop and give me a bucket.
We have someone who has seen the movie. Stop the press, everyone. Put your pens down. Pay attention. Welcome along, Michelle. You've come in at the right time. She's just put, I remember I forgot that movie. So it was such a good movie, she's even forgetting it.
Wow.
It was the film that Demi Moore done right after Ghost.
Oh, so she just thought, I need a break. I need just like a bit of a shitty movie. Just take it
Yeah.
easy. Not too taxing on the brain. You know, I could lose some money. I just made Ghost. I don't need that shit.
Yeah. Susan. Oh, I've missed. Susan's been told to wash her mouth. What's happened? What's happened? Oh, because of Alison Moore. Yeah, never mind. Right. Okay, do we have a vote for worst song? Do we have to vote for worst song tonight? We do, Simon. We do. It's coming up. Joan's saying she had one big album and she's still touring. All right. So coming to a town hall near
Really?
you, church hall, maybe the local pub.
Bingo
I don't
parlour.
know. Yeah. Makamula's saying sounds a bit like Jennifer Rush.
Yeah.
Sean's saying god awful
Again,
voice.
it's just generic, isn't
Like
it?
Carl
Just that.
Simon. She has a great. Oh, some people saying she's got a good voice, others not. Makamula, the butcher's wife. We back to bacon again. Right. Oh yes, last joke. All right, okay, right. The poster doesn't scream to me butcher. No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem like butcher's wife. It does, however, lead us on to our final lookalike of the evening. It isn't Julia herself. It is from the movie The Butcher's Wife with Demi Moore. So who does Demi Moore look like?
I wouldn't even say that was anymore.
Yeah, well, a lot of people thought it was the other person when we first seen this. Because we thought it was from... Oh, wait, when I first seen it, I thought it was from a different movie. She made a wish to find the perfect match. Oh, hold on. Got saved from drowning by a middle-aged fat butcher, married him and fell in love with a guy across the street. Spoiler alert! How are we going to go and watch it after this, Michelle?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert!
That's
you don't
it.
see
Another
us
film
spoiling
ruined.
stuff like Macaulay Culkin dying from bee stings or out, or Bruce Willis being dead.
I'm still devastated over the Titanic.
So Makamula, lead singer of some rock band. She looks like a bloke there. It is female. And this, by the way, this isn't one of my lookalikes. This was nominated.
I like how you pass off the blame.
I'm going to pass off this. I caught with Phil Collins all by myself. Phil Collins.
Yeah, fair play. That was a lucky like you tonight.
This nomination was nominated by Susan's. So if there's anyone to blame, it's not me.
You blame Susan, the abandoner.
Yeah, you abandoned me. I'm going to abandon your lookalike. It is an actress. She was not me. Oh, was it you, Sharon?
Oh, well. Maybe.
Sharon came with this one and she insisted that Demi Moore was the other person. Lainey and I persuaded her otherwise. I said, "Oh, right." So give us a clue. Simon wants a clue. She's an actress. She's American.
Yeah, I think maybe also around at the same time.
Was she in Splash? Yes, she was.
Yes,
Makamula. It is Nicole Kidman. It isn't Nicole Kidman. Sorry, it's not Nicole Kidman.
Even though I can see that as well.
Glenn's got. Yes, it was. Are we giving it to Glenn then? Are we giving it to Glenn?
Which guy
He says, was she in Splash? He just doesn't know the name. I don't think. It's Daryl Hannah from Splash.
Yeah, I was convinced it was Daryl Hannah. I was like, that's not Demi Moore. Get away with you.
Yeah, I don't think it looks like Demi Moore in that.
No.
In that couldn't. Oh, so Glenn couldn't recall her name. Yes, so it is Daryl Hannah. Yep. And so ends tonight's 9 songs. And it is now time for the vote. So, have we still got people in? Because it's showing I have got no viewers.
Do you know what? I think there might be a glitch because Andrew and Nick were saying the same earlier on.
Oh, so
On
I've got
their live
just as
stream,
many
yeah, they were
viewers,
saying
Nick and
there was no
Andrea. Yes.
Yeah, they were saying they had no views and all that sort of stuff. So I think
Yeah.
it might be a YouTube thing
Oh,
or
right.
live stream or the StreamYard thing.
Live stream. Yes. I was 14 watching that. I'm very happy with that. Thank you for coming along, all 14 of you. Now, for all 14 of you, I would like 14 votes for best song and worst song from the 9 we've seen tonight. I will come to you first off, Sharon.
All right, I think I'm just gonna have to go with my heart. Madness. It Must Be Love's best song. Because
And
I love
worst.
Madness. Worst song is that Bleak and Dipstick because it's not listened to. Thank God. Whatever. What's her name? Julia Fardham.
Oh,
or
Julia Fordham. Yeah.
Fordham? Yeah.
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 I'm going to
glad
agree
that
with
I
worst
would-
song.
Yeah. Cool. I'm glad I would never
Worst.
have to listen to that.
Yeah. I think there's a reason I've never heard that before because it's. I don't think I even
It's
said
not
it
even
got to
fit.
number
It's not
19
even
in the
fit for
charts.
a mixtape. It's not even fit for that.
No, it just doesn't get going. It just.
No. Yeah.
Oh, I'm building up, I can't be bothered. It's just
Yeah.
Best song for me, KLF, The Justified and the Ancient. Stand by your jams.
Yeah. Yeah, good choice. It's a good
Yeah.
song.
So let's go through. Will has said Madness for best
Yes.
and worst. Wet, wet, wet.
Oh, well, good choice. See again.
Wet, wet. Oh, Jones says
Smoky
nobody
fellow.
on YouTube has any viewers tonight. Okay.
The whole world is switched off.
I haven't been stung by a bee, and this is just all my imagination, and I'm just dreaming this. Shit.
You get
My
John
cough's getting
saying,
the better of us.
come
Damn
on, you
it.
get up and do it again.
Good choice as well. Let's have a look. Best track, Wet, Wet, Wet.
Ooh. So
And
one
One
favourite and one worst for Wet Wet Wet.
Yeah. Julia gets another one from Mackham, from Glenn. And best is Queen.
Mm.
Sean saying best Madness.
Oh, Madness is sneaking ahead.
And worst Julia. I think Julia's streaking ahead
Yeah, I
here.
think Julia's taking that prize.
Yeah. Oh, what? Worst stay? Oh, Susan, I'm disappointed. Best is KLF. I agree there, though. You've made up for yourself. You've redeemed yourself. Michelle is saying Bohemian Rhapsody is best. And worst, Good Night. Oh, Wet, Wet, Wet's got another vote.
Yeah, another vote. Mm.
Oh. They've got a third vote. Wet, Wet, Wet's 3. They're pulling it back. And best is KLF. Ooh. Good Night Girl getting some love. So, is that everyone voted then? Oh,
Best
no,
to
hold
stay
on.
for Nia.
He's Nia coming in. Nia coming in with the last votes. Best is Stay. And worst is the last song. Yeah. Yeah. I'm disappointed in Susan's worst, but I'm not surprised. So yeah, so there's Nia's best Stay. Worst, the last song. And there's Simon there. It annoys me the most. That's my criteria. So I think that's everyone voted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. So 3 lurkers or 4
Come on,
lurkers
you
or how many
lurkers.
there is. Come on, you lurkers. If not, you've got until I read through these. But if not, that's it.
Come on, you know Madness is the best. Come on, lurkers.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Wait. I'll go through the worst because even if the 3 come on, they can only tie for worst song. But in third worst place was Shakespeare's Sister and Stay. In second worst place is Goodnight Girl with 3 votes. Shakespeare's Sister only got the 1. But far out in lead with double that, with 6 votes, is Julia Fordham with Love Moves in Mysterious Ways.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, Simon, I'll come to that. Because he's asking, can I vote for best song on next week already? Any guesses? I think I know. Oh, thanks, Will. Thank you for everything like that. You deserve so many more than 14 viewers. Thank you very much. Well, what you've got to do, Will. Sorry, I'm not putting these on the screen. Can I vote for best song already next week? Right. Quick one before I announce the best songs. I'm not here for at least 3 weeks now. I know I've been up for the last 2 and I've come back for 1, but I'm not here for the next 3 weeks. I'm going on holiday, so I will not be in the country. And the time zone is quite different because I'm going to the States, so there's 5 hours. So I apologise now that I'll not be able to do the live streams. So I've got 3 weeks to get it all up and running.
Do your homework.
Do your homeworks and everything. And like Will says, thank you very much for this. You deserve so many more than 14 viewers. Please come along, share the streams, share everything, and try and get some more viewers in.
You want Cher to come along?
Cher, yeah, we'll get Cher. That's who I'm going to see in the United States. Do you believe?
Do you believe?
Yeah. Thank you very much. 100% this should be everywhere. Thank you very much. Where in the States? I'm just going to Florida. Live stream. I would have a long journey up from Florida to go to the Empire State Building. No, I'm going to Florida with the kids and Ant and Deck as well are there at the same time, which is going to be with
Ant and Deck. You coming with them?
With Ant and Deck's coming along, yeah. But the annoying thing is they're doing Saturday Night Takeaway from Universal Studios on the day we were meant to be going to Universal Studios, and we were like, oh, it'll be quieter that day. It bloody won't be now. So scuppered our plans, the bloody Geordie boys. I could have called them worse. But I hope you have a great time. Oh, thank you. Yes, I will try and have a great time. I am designated driver, so hopefully no crashes. Can't stand her voice either. Oh, share. I agree. Live stream from the state, get some Yanks involved. I'm not. I wouldn't want to, because the thing is, I once tried to do this. I don't know if anyone can remember when I was on Laney's channel. I went on Laney's Saturday Night Live, and just to test out how well the streaming capabilities were. And people just thought I was taking the mick, and I was just stood there frozen because I would appear on the screen, and then it was just a nightmare. So I wouldn't want to, just in case we couldn't do it. But yes, just about to say, did you win a? Oh, I didn't win a place on the plane. No. It was a family thing. We've had planned for a while, so yeah. Yeah, the safest place at the moment in America. Or California or Universal Studios. So yeah, have a good holiday, NEM. Thank you very much. I still haven't announced who's best song of this evening. Don't worry, don't put yourself under pressure, Hollywood Racksmith. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
but yes, so I'll try and get some videos recorded and edited because I've got 10 hours to kill on a plane. So I'll hopefully have some videos, and I'll try and upload them on a Sunday for when this was on or whatnot. But yes, best song. So in joint third place, we have Shakespeare's Sister and Stay and Wet, Wet, Wet with Goodnight Girl. In second place, we have Queen with 2 votes. But in joint first place, each with 3 votes each, it's the KLF, Justified and Ancients, and Madness, It Must Be Love. So there
Oh,
you
good
go.
choices.
Well done. To be
Absolutely
honest,
correct
they
choices.
were like Madness would be my second choice, and KLF was my first.
Yeah, I would have the other way, Madness and then KLF definitely. But yeah, I'll go with
Yeah.
that. Good choices.
Yes. But yeah, I refuse to accept Stay has not won Best Song. I must say, I liked Stay. I just thought it was a good song. But like Sharon said, the video for it would if it was based just solely on videos, I would say that would win because that video is brilliant.
Yeah.
The video is brilliant. Even though KLF's got a good video. And Madness's video is just fantastic. So, yeah. But yes, thank you everyone for coming along. You've got 3 weeks off from me now. Thanks very much to Sharon for coming along once
Thank
again.
you for the invite again. It's always a pleasure.
No, thank you.
Even though I'm at the bottom of the barrel.
Yes. You don't sound as bad. I don't know if I'm just getting used to you now, or you're sitting up a bit in the barrel. I don't know. But yes, thanks everyone for coming along. Votes are votes though, and we can't argue. Lol. Oh, we can argue, Simon. Now. No.
Don't start Susan off, for goodness sake.
You can argue over in the Facebook group chat. If you don't remember there, search on. Now that's why I call a live stream. There is a Facebook group over there. If you're not part of it, going over there. But thanks everyone for coming. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Simon. Thanks, Susan. Thanks, Nia. Thanks, Will. Thanks, Joan. Thank you to Glenn. The only thing is, if I do get more viewers than this, I'll probably not be able to do like thank you and everyone for coming in because there'll be that.
Forget. Yeah, there'll be too many.
Yeah.
Well, have a
yes,
great
thank
holiday.
you.
I hope you really enjoy it.
Oh, I'm
You'll have
sure
a
I will.
fab time.
I'm sure I will. To be honest, it's not. I'm not seeing it so much a holiday at the moment because I've just got an itinerary and it's like toilet
Carry
breaks
the
are even
cases,
included.
carry the bags.
Yes. Oh, carry
yeah.
cases, carry bags. Not allow me
Yeah.
passport in the airport just in case I lose it. My wife will be.
Totally.
It's I will post if you in the Facebook group. I will post a video over there of a comedian who does a brilliant stand-up routine of not being allowed a passport in the airport. Fantastic. But yes, but thanks everyone for coming. I hope you have a good 3 weeks, and I'll see you so soon. So it's bye from me.
Bye guys. See you soon.
See you later, and thanks everyone for coming again. Thank you. Good night.
Bye.